Hi there. Welcome to Soggy Pizza Episode 3. I'm Alan.
I'm Sean.
And today we are going to talk about the best of. What Sean and I like the best of. How's that work, Sean?
Good. 10 questions.
Okay. You start her off.
Okay. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, well, my favorite movie has got to be Independence Day, the original one. I must have seen that at least 140 times. At least. That's my number one. My number two has got to be The Mummy. I really like that one. Sean, what's your favorite movie?
Ready Player One, definitely. Just because it's a lot of video games. Cool movie. I really like it. Second would be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Definitely the most well-made. But for me, well-made and my favorite don't necessarily need to be the same thing.
Cool, man. All right. What's your favorite food?
Between hard one. There's a lot of food. Pizza, probably pizza. I don't really have a favorite food. Either Jamaican patties or pizza, definitely. What's yours?
Mine is got to be lasagna. Lasagna or spaghetti. I can do those all the time. I could eat that 24/7 if I had the choice. What's your favorite vacation spot?
I'm not much of a travel person, but for the vacations I've been to, definitely San Francisco or New York. San Francisco because, I mean, everything is definitely within walking distance within San Francisco, plus it's a very touristy place for the most part. It's just a super nice looking city, food everywhere. There's really never a place that you can't walk in San Francisco unless it's like a back alley without just to be safe. Just an overall really cool place. And New York, because of how big it is, I'm a really big city person. I really like big skyscrapers and all that sort of stuff. So while I was in New York, super nice. We had a pretty good hotel. And overall, just a really good place. What's yours?
Mine is New York. New York's just a fantastic place. I've been there quite a few times, and it's just a city that's so much to do. No matter what time of day, no matter what day of the week, there's so much to do there. So New York's my number one. And then my number two would have to be Vancouver. Vancouver is just a great city. There's so much to do there as well. And then I'm going to give three here. My third one is the interior of BC, is Soyuz, Kelowna, Penticton. Because when we take our motorhome down there, it's just great. It's a lot of fun, beautiful, great things to see, and the weather's fantastic when we go anyways. Sean, what's your favorite class?
I'm not big on school, but definitely when I am enjoying it, I would say probably either social studies or psychology. Psychology just because super relaxed teacher, I have good friends there, and also just super fun class. We do all the good topics. And then social studies, just because I've always sort of liked that sort of style of class. What is your favorite class?
Oh, well, I haven't been in school for so long, but I would have to say when I was in school, it would have been mechanics. It was mechanics and industrial arts. Way back then was industrial arts. We learned to make everything, all the way from skateboards to little tools and mechanics, because ever since then I've worked on cars. I've been working on cars.
Yeah, definitely mechanics. I really like mechanics. I forgot about that. I could only do it last year in grade 10 because my schedule is now full with all the when I was doing it, it was a lot of fun. I would absolutely continue it all the way through if I could, but I sadly can't.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Sean, what's your favorite shopping center? And it doesn't have to be here in Calgary. You've traveled a lot of places.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite shopping center?
Funnily enough, it is in Calgary. It is I like Chinook, but my favorite shopping center would definitely be South Center. Just because easily accessible, pretty big, and also I just go there all the time for everything, honestly. Chinook's really fun too, but I really like Chinook, obviously, just not as much as South Center. I also like West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton, but honestly, who doesn't? So, what's yours?
I'd have to say mine is the Forum shops in Vegas. They're cool places. It's just there's so much there, and you don't see it every day. It's very cool. And I think my second one would have to be the Ala Moana Mall in Hawaii, and it's a huge mall. Those are some pretty cool malls for whatever shopping I tend to do when I'm there. Hard to go there for the weekend.
Yeah, I would think.
uh, Sean, what's your favorite type of weather?
So funny story. When I was young, I was actually scared of every type of weather except for sun. So by that, I my favorite type of weather is very clear blue skies, maybe a nice breeze, and no clouds in sight. That's definitely mine. Although I've gone over my fear of weather, I'm definitely a fan of just straight clear blue skies.
Warm or cold?
Neither. I like the middle. Like springtime, maybe around 10 degrees Celsius is about good for me, with maybe a nice cool breeze, so that like a good, honestly don't know how to describe it, but a temperature where you don't need to wear a jacket or a sweater, but at the exact same time it's nice and cool outside. So, what's yours?
I like warm. As I've gotten older here, I like warm weather. I used to like snow and skiing. I just find it too cold now. I like warm. I like if it's about 80 degrees, 75 to 80, perfect. Anything above it, I have no problem either. I can sit in front of a beach on a chair, on a beach, in front of water on a chair for 8 to 9 hours a day, just staring out no matter how hot it is. Sean, what kind of sports do you like to do?
Sports, I mean, I more enjoy watching than I do playing. I did play a lot when I was young, so that kind of does affect what sports I like. So I played hockey for a long time, and once you know it, it's my favorite sport. So I also like soccer a lot, but I can't really get into it as much as hockey, just because there's not as many places to do it as Calgary, or like in Calgary. What would be yours?
I like golf. Golf is I've played a lot of golf in my life, and I mean a lot. And one of the biggest reasons I did is I got to play with my father. You know, at one point we played about 105 games in one season. That was our full-time job, and you don't get to experience that very often with your father. And that was one of the reasons I golf a ton in my life, and I still golf. Now I golf with Sean.
Yeah.
You know, and he's really good at it. And I like hockey. I've played hockey all my life. I just find now I play in an old timers league, but it's harder on my body. I'm not young like I used to be.
I also really like golf, but yeah, that would definitely be my third favorite sport.
What kind of exercise do you like to do?
Exercise. I like to go to the gym often, not always. Exercise is kind of there. I mean, it keeps me healthy, obviously, but it's not my favorite thing to do. Running and going to the gym are my forms of exercise. You can do it on your own time, when you want to, how hard you want to do it, and nobody's really forcing you to do it. It's more solo things as well, because I'm not much of a team sport kind of guy, because I feel that if I'm not doing so great in a game, then I find that I sometimes will blame my teammates, and obviously no one deserves that. What would be yours?
My favorite form of exercise, I don't like to do much exercise, but I know I need to because of healthiness and to make sure you stay fit and trim. I like walking. We have 2 dogs, and I walk a lot, and I enjoy it. It's relaxing. I find I get to think a little more, and I do like going on the treadmill. I do enjoy the treadmill, and those are exercises. I like to do it all. Like anything physical, I'll do. That's what I like to do. And Sean, what do you do to relax?
To relax, I play video games. There isn't much else I do. Like, terms of TV or whatnot, I just can't seem to get into TV shows like Netflix or like things on Netflix, or anything like that. So, video games main thing I do to relax. Not much else. Well, what do you do to relax?
For me to relax, I like to lay on the couch. I like to watch TV. And that's really it. I can relax anywhere. Those are the kind of things I like to relax. Hanging out, relaxing. That's what I like to do. Now, our final question of this particular podcast: what kind of music do you like?
I am a bit different from most of my friends who like all the rap or hip hop music. I actually like more of the classic music. Obviously, it's not the rarest thing, but for the most part, only a couple more kids that I see in everyday life are like going back to the retro classic music, like Beatles. And before that, those are really, really good songs and music. What are yours?
I like the classic music. I like the classics. I like the old classic, the 70s, the 80s. I like the beat. I like the tunes. I'm beginning to like country. I like more of the modern country. Some good ones. But my all-time favorite band has got to be U2. I've seen them quite a few times in concert, and they're just outstanding. I've seen most bands in concert over my last 40 years. 50 years, and so I like it all. I like music that has got a beat and that this keeps you up and going. That's what I like. Where did you learn your music from? Me?
Yes, I definitely did. I also like some of the new stuff, but definitely the biggest reason why I like the classics are because of you.
Well, that'll do it for today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any ideas that you want us to talk about, let us know. That's it. Goodbye from Alan.
Goodbye, Sean. From Sean.
And we'll talk to you next time.
Goodbye.